Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Hardcore Minecraft Take 3. We lost! We left the avatar. We had a few close calls underground, including a creeper appearing right next to us and exploding. Fortunately, the shield held, and so we didn't perish. And it's very clear that we're probably not going to get a zombie villager just hanging around here. So let us instead quickly make tracks away from here, if that is we can actually get away from the... Uh-oh! That's not good. That is the sound of a... Yeah, that's the sound of phantoms. That is actually really bad. What we need to do now is we need to rest, because they are going to keep diving in and trying to attack me. And I ideally want to deal with these so that we can get some nice goodies. But they are quite tricky, and I forgot that this would happen. I forgot that we had not rested for a while. Okay, so about phantoms. Phantoms will constantly attack all night, and they will eventually start dealing damage to me, and they will just keep appearing until, that is, we can rest. We need to get some food here. Should have thought about this. They deal small amounts of damage, and they don't take... well, they take a lot of damage before they perish. There's one taken care of, there's another taken care of, and they do drop something that I want. Also, I just want to get out of here right now. I really just want to get out of here, so that there, and we are going to ride away as quickly as we can, because those phantoms are going to keep following us. Doesn't matter where we go, they're going to follow. So we want to quickly make tracks away, and I mean really quickly. Get over to, just keep riding. That's what I need to keep doing right now. There are too many enemies around, so I just need to keep riding. Did I drop all of my food? I may have dropped all my food. Did I drop my food? Yep. Dropped all the food. Okay. So I dropped all of my food. I have a lot of zombies following me right now. It may be time to eat the apple. That was a little bit foolish of me. Replace a little bit foolish with very foolish. There is a way to get out of here. Didn't work. We could always just go the long way round. The long way round does work. The long way round does work. Okay. Any enemies over here still? That was very foolish of me. Okay, I think that's all of my food. That's all the food. Right. Get off the horse. Stable you there. Go to here. And let's sleep. That foolishness there was because I spent way too many days awake. We're not going to repeat this, though. We're going to go and rest. That's what we're going to do. We're going to rest and have that as a learning point. Don't do that. Don't do that. That is dumb. Could have died there. Did have the golden apple, so the golden apple could have healed up my hunger bar. Also, we did get some phantom membrane, though. Phantom membrane is pretty interesting. It allows you to repair elytra, which is a really, really late game thing. Really late game. So late game that we're probably never really going to get it unless I am absurdly lucky. And my, would I have to be absurdly lucky to get elytra. But either way, we need a map. We also need to repair this shield, but the map comes first, because we're probably not going to get into any combat right now. I'm going to give something a go. Now, we know that roughly to the south there is a village. And we're going to get access to this village by sailing this way and down. It's just an experiment, but I want to see if I can go to that village, the first village that we found, and see if I can get a villager in the boat. Getting one villager in the boat would be really useful, because then we'd be able to circumvent having to use the potion and the golden apple to get my village going. It's going to be a little bit tricky though, because I need to get the villager to the boat, and I'm not sure if there actually is a bit of sea close to, or really close to the village. There is water by the village, but I think it is a little too far away. I could always make a canal for the water. That could work. It would take a little while, and I am not equipped for it because I didn't bring a bucket with me. But I could do it. I think I could do it. First, we have to do a little bit of sailing, and after those close calls that I've had this time round, and my have there been quite a few of them, I don't mind a little bit of easy, relaxing sailing. Also, we do have the boat with us. That is handy. Don't want a repeat of those phantoms. I would have been fine that night had the phantoms not appeared, but phantoms are as phantoms will be, and they went, Hey, the Avatar hasn't slept for a while. You know what we'll do? We'll attack! They don't deal a lot of damage, but they slowly whittle down at your health piece by piece until you're in some serious bother. And if you're already attacking other enemies, like I would have done had I have been outside looking for a zombie villager, that would have been a disaster. That extra little difficulty makes it really tricky. Also, I'm getting bad flashbacks back to when I was trying to make my village in the survival world. That had the minor problem that I had a zombified villager being cured and phantoms attacking me. Suffice to say, that was not a fun experience at all. I was running around in a circle, constantly trying to avoid these enemies, eating tons and tons of food. I went through a lot of food that night, but ultimately it was worth it because I got that very first villager. And then the next day afterwards I got the second villager. I was very lucky. Very lucky. Also, should probably put this over here so that I don't accidentally consume it. I can consume this bread. The bread is fine to consume. So, we're sailing over here. I believe it was over by that patch of greenery. I think that's where it was. Definitely on the southern edge. We'll get to go past the icebergs at least. Been a while since we've been over here. It's not been a while since we've been on the water though. That was pretty recent. But not this part of the water. Not this part of the world. This part of the world has been left untouched by the Avatar. The dolphins are orbiting, going, Hey, Avatar! You got attacked by phantoms, didn't you? Haha, you really should have slept. I know, dolphins, I know. I really should have slept. But I didn't, because I'm a fool. And this is when I find that village, and there is no way at all for me to get a boat over to where the villagers are. And then I am sad. But it is worth checking. Or at the very least, it's worth finding out if I need to get a iron bucket and have a little project of making a canal of water. Just got to go past this little island. Some people have asked why I haven't moved my base of operations over to a village. The answer quite simply is it would take an awfully long time now. If you set out looking for a village right at the beginning and you don't make a permanent base of operations until you found one, that's nowhere near as tricky as me just picking up everything and moving it. Not only would it take a long time to dismantle everything, it would also take a long time to move it all as well, because look at this amount of time it's taking me to get over to the other side of this map. I'd have to do that many, many times. Also, I am really going the wrong way about this, aren't I? Yes, I am. Grab the boat. Ignore the polar bear I saw over there, because that polar bear has a cub. Don't want to do anything with that. let's quickly get over to here. Okay, not very quickly at all, but make our way a little bit south, past all of this, and soon we will be here. Little bit more running. We have a lot of food, we can afford to do a bit of running. That's not really going to help me. And then the Avatar went the silly way round, but fortunately, we're now here. Now, it was somewhere around here that I saw the village, wasn't it? It was somewhere around here. Just got to sail over to here. Just have a quick look. I feel it was over here. I feel it was over here that I saw the building. It was near here. So let's get off the boat and have a quick look. Just get rid of that. And see if we can find a house. Yes, there it is. It's right there. It's right there. I knew I was quite close. Now, is there a body of water close by? Let's run and find out. We'll definitely be safe in the village itself, considering that there are loads of beds and there's even a golem. Not likely any enemies are going to come and get us, apart from a pillager. If there's a pillager about, then that's a different story. Also, you know what is not great? The fact that there isn't a lot of water nearby, though there is this swamp water. Actually, this could work. This could work. We just need to get a villager over to here. And I think I know of a way to make that happen. First things first, though, I'm going to have to actually find the villagers. Ah, the villagers are there, having their meeting. Hello? How are all of you? There's also a bit of water over there, but I'd much Ooh, there is a very sneaky way for me to do this. It'll take a bit of time, but there is a sneaky way. It involves moving where the bell is. But we'll see what happens during the day. See if someone decides to move. Hello? How are you? If I were to put a boat down, can't really... Ooh! You can actually very, very, very slowly push a boat. Not something I've ever really tried before. This is a very silly idea. This idea is very silly. But if it works, it works. We've got to wait for them to stop having their meeting, though. The Avatar has arrived. Act natural, everyone. Just ignore him. You're not going to ignore me, though. I could get some emeralds off you. You know what? Let's do that. Let's get a couple of emeralds. Can't hurt. Can't hurt to make a little bit of money. Ideally, it's, well, you're now a farmer. Ideally, it's one of the people that hasn't had a trade done that I want to have come along to my village. It's getting dark, though, so we need to think about resting. Respawn point has been set. Not fantastic, but again, not really anything we need to worry about considering how dangerous hardcore worlds are. Are you actually not going to go anywhere? I mean, if you're not going to go anywhere, that suits me. That really suits me. Okay, you're all going to walk over in that direction. I'd much rather you walked over in a different direction. Ah, you're going to walk over to there, are you? You're just going to have a bit of a walkabout. Would you like to... No? Would you like to go over to this boat? Aha! one problem with you being in the boat, and that is that you being in the boat means that I can't actually push the boat. Okay, that's a little bit bad, but... I have a plan. Now, you're going to go to your place of work, which is over here. Now, if I were to move the smoker here all the way over to the water, would you move with it? I'm going to find out. If I put it here, are you going to go over there to go and go to work? If not, you will just find a new profession, and that's not great. But you're all the way over there. Where are you going to go? You're walking over there. Oh, is this going to work? Would you like to go over to the water? No, you're going to talk to this farmer. And you're going to head into there. Don't head into there, please. I want you to, you don't have a profession anymore. Hang on. I have a plan. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, move this so you start following it. Where are you? You are... I need to have the pickaxe out if I'm doing this, and that right next to that. Where have you gone? You're there. Okay. Would you like to become this? You would? Excellent. Now I'd like you to come over here, please. Come on. You're going to constantly walk towards your place of work. Your place of work is moving. No? You don't want to walk all the way over to there? Okay. What about to here? Aha! You'll come over to here. Alright. What about to here? You'll come over to here. Good. What about to here? You really don't want to go over to there, do you? You really don't want to head over to here. Oh, no, you do. Okay, you're now here. What about to here? You have just changed professions, haven't you? Could you not become one of those? Could you instead... Yes. Can you instead be a butcher? Who's now going to work over here. If you'd like to move a little bit closer. Okay. Now can you be a butcher that works over here? Yes. Yes, you can. Right, we're going to put the boat here. We're getting closer. We're nearly there. Now, why don't you be a butcher who works over here? Why don't you be a butcher who works over here? And finally, why don't you be a butcher who works right here? No, no, no. Come on. Over here. And just got to push you over to here. Aha! You're in the boat. Success. And you are in the boat! Right. We need to get back home. Follow the compass. Thank you for volunteering to join the Avatar's village. There are many benefits to being in the Avatar's village, mainly that you're going to get lots and lots of trades. To be fair, you weren't really doing very much in that village over there, so it's good to be somewhere where you'll be appreciated, right? Right. And because we have a, with the village right next to the sea, we can just go straight there. Now all we need to do is make our way around, and we cannot destroy the boat. If we destroy the boat, we have the minor problem replace minor with major here, that the villager will probably not get back in the boat. And we'd much rather the villager was in the boat and not drowning. Comfortable back there? Marvellous. I did want to try and get my own villager, if possible. I wanted to cure a zombie villager, but it was quite clear after many, many attempts that that was not going to work. So, we're engaging in this plan instead. This plan that is surely going to work. In fact, it most likely is going to work. The only thing I'm curious about is how quickly is this villager going to settle in the new village? Hopefully immediately, because there is a second bed. Here's the hoping. It's just a very, very quick row over the sea. It's like going on holiday. You're just looking over there, aren't you? Can't really see. Can't really see behind me, but that is fine. This is a way of getting a villager. Not one I've ever tried before, I've got to be honest, but it's working. It's certainly working. And the other village has enough beds that eventually there will be a new villager that appears there. That said, that villager won't be a butcher because I may have taken the thing they needed for a butcher. It was sort of a byproduct of slowly getting the villager over to the sea. There's probably a much better way of doing that. Probably a much better way. But that way did work. A little bit more journeying. It might be dark by the time we get there. I'm not looking forward to that prospect. I'm really not looking forward to it. But I hope that by the time we get close enough to the village, it will, the village will be considered as having 2 people, and this villager will immediately rush over to a bed and rest, and then we can start working on getting loads of emeralds from a fisherman, and then we can start working on getting more villagers. And that is when the fun begins. The fun truly starts when you have a viable village, and you can start getting loads and loads of professions, like a cleric, which fortunately we have the spare brewing stand for now, because we took the one from the other village. I mean, I didn't mean to take the one from the other village, but when the butcher decided to become a cleric, I really didn't have much choice. I had to remove that profession stand so that the villager would revert back to being unemployed. This one is definitely going to be a fisherman, though. A fisherman so that I can trade away all the fish, and then we're going to have a cleric, we'll have a fletcher, we'll have a weaponsmith, an armorsmith, and a toolsmith, and we'll probably then have loads and loads of librarians. At the very least 2, because I want one with mending, and I want one with an unbreaking book. But first things first, we will want the mending book. And a cheap mending book, ideally, but I will settle for a mending book of any price so that we can start working on getting some really good armor. We'll get the mending books, and then we will slowly work up the armorsmith and weaponsmith, and even the toolsmith up to master level, so that they can trade us diamond equipment. And that diamond equipment will be essential for getting us fully kitted out. Also, we are here. We have arrived home, safe and sound. And we have just enough time for this villager to get used to their new home. This village. Welcome. We have arrived at the Avatar's castle. It's over there, but you will be living here for now. And forever. I hope you like it. Right, I just want to do this and destroy the boat. And you're going to, hopefully, when it gets dark, you're going to go over to there. If you'd like to just go here. And no? I mean, it is quite dark. It's very dark over here. I mean, wouldn't you like to go indoors? We have beds. There are beds here. No? You don't feel like sleeping? Maybe I just need to push you close enough. You're walking about? Maybe you're now counted as being part of the village. I want to check that very quickly. Now, do we have a... No, we don't have a barrel. I'm going to get rid of one of these trees, and I'm going to make a barrel, because that way, when the villagers go to their various professions, I will be able to check if that villager is counted as a villager of that village. And I keep saying villager a lot. Eventually, the word's going to lose all meaning. But not right now. You're walking just over there idly, but you're not moving too far away. That is encouraging. That's encouraging. Right, I want some oak slabs, and I want a barrel. I want a barrel. And I'm probably going the wrong way about it, aren't I? Probably am. Barrel. Slab, slab. Ah, I need a little bit more of that. That's what I need. I need a little bit more. I can do that. And... barrel. Okay, I think he is now counted as part of this village. Oh, actually, I already do have a barrel. That's me being silly. That is me being silly. Now, if I put the barrel here... Aha! Okay. You are counted as part of this village. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like you to pop over to here. Just get a little bit closer. And you're not close enough yet to the barrel that's over here. But if I were to do this and then... Do you see this one? Aha! You do see that barrel! Aha! We have a fisherman, everyone! And the fisherman wants rubbish. Okay, that is not a good fisherman. That fisherman wanted things that were not especially good for trades. That fisherman is also pretty poor for trades, because that is not fish. And again, maybe the fisherman doesn't want fish to start with. Maybe the fisherman wants coal. It just seems weird that the fisherman... They do have a different selection of trades. Okay, that fisherman will want string and will sell me a bucket of cod. I actually would prefer it if you had the coal trade again, because I'd quickly go and do that one. That's also not a great one, because I'd actually prefer to have the string one. Remember when I said I didn't want the coal and string? No, I want coal and string. By the way, this is what we're going to be doing with the librarian. A lot. Coal, but no string. As long as you don't make a trade, the trades are not set. So we just want to keep doing this. I just want to double check that there isn't a fish one. Okay, there we go. There is not a fish one. Was worth having a look, though. And I do believe in here we have a lot of fish. We do, but no coal. But that's fine, for when we come back, folks, we have our second villager! Hooray! It only took going all the way across a huge map and getting a villager from somewhere else by cleverly moving their place of work until it was right by a boat, and then sailing them over to here. But we do now have villager number 2. And with that, and checking that there weren't any trades I could start the villager off with aside from coal and string, we can now get going with making this a fully functioning and flourishing settlement. It took a long time, but we're finally here. With 2 villagers, this place is now viable. My, am I happy about that. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.